This will be a good one. Alrighty, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have a Lincoln MKX. We're going to be doing the front doors and the windshield. So we're going to be doing 20% on the front doors, and we're going to be doing 35% on the windshield. Things to look out for. Let's make sure everything's working. One. It is working. Okay, good deal. So, as far as this windshield goes, it's pretty straightforward. Just got to be careful about all the electronics. The middle center cutout is going to be pretty substantial, but nothing crazy because it's got a ceramic border. The other thing is these right here. These quarter windows are definitely tight. They're going to be really similar to the Blazer. Other than that, let's get started. Canon. What about Global? What about Global? Global's from Guari. They make good stuff. How y'all doing today? Looks like everything is good. We're just going to go ahead and get started on this one. We're going to have to disable the balloon. I'm very sorry. We have a customer waiting on this one, so we're going to just jump into things. The front quarters is something I completely forgot about, which is funny because I always remember them. Those are going to take us a little bit longer. And then, yeah, let me grab my belt. Hell yeah. Fast M with a 2. Let's start the day off right. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. What's fun about this stream too is we have a new addition to the complexity. Makes it more fun. It's going to make it much easier, actually. Well, no, it's going to make it better. So we're streaming right now in 60 frames per second, which means that this should now look a little bit smoother. And then the other thing, this monstrosity we're going to be attaching to my head because we don't have enough electronics. We need more. So what we ended up doing was we got this dealie. This is a 1080p HDMI streamer for like wireless transmitter for video monitoring. But we can hook that up to a capture card on the PC and we can have some fun with it. Wait. I had to turn the receiver on. Okay, so now all systems are go. So we had to hook up the media mod to this. HDMI to the transmitter goes to the PC. So no longer running RTMP like we were used to. So the feed should look much cleaner and it should be faster and less delay. All in the name of window tinting streams. Ooh. This isn't too much. So now we just got this big old thing on the back of it. So let's set this up. What bam! You guys see this? We have control over the video feed too, meaning we can do super wide or just regular wide. Ooh, dang. Pretty fun. It works really well. We did a test on Facebook. If you guys didn't see it, that's where we did one. But yeah, we're all set. Just did a Toyota Tundra last week. The rear doors were a little weird to cut. They definitely are. I don't really have any good tips for that. It would have to be something I show on video. Ooh! Efren! Efren with the 5. Thank you so much. All in the name of the legendary Super Tinter. We go a little crazy, don't we? But it's for good reasons. So, What the? Why? Are we okay? My monitor's just freaked out on me. All right, I think we're okay. GoPro. Yo, what? Why did everything... What? What just happened? Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, okay. That's working. Looks like the other ones are working. Okay, so we're gonna run with it. I don't know what that was. Ignore that. There's no problems here. Do you have a video explaining all the equipment? Never seen a setup so cool in advance. We don't have a full video yet of everything. We literally just added this. I've talked about the little tracking cameras that we got. That it deserves a full video. I don't know what to title it yet, but I think it definitely deserves a run through. GoPro. Okay. All right, we're good. So let's get started. You guys see? This is the new. Is this cleaner? Is this smoother? You guys like this? Good shit? I hope. All right, so we need 20%. We're a little low on this one, so let me go grab... Oh, shit, are we really going to have to do this? One. All right, 1 second. We had to get another roll. Just on backup, because I'm pretty sure we need one. GoPro. So, we shouldn't have the GoPro delay anymore. But this should look significantly cleaner. We should have zero glitchy hiccups and stuff. My main concern now is going to be battery life on the GoPro. Because unfortunately, I would have thought the battery life would be longer, but it actually seems like it's shorter. Somehow. HDMI out shouldn't be as much as running a full wireless stream, but it might be. I don't make the rules. I just go by them. All right, so let's get started. We do have to prep this windshield too, so that's going to be a must thing, but we just sprayed it. So, the thing about these doors is the quarters are likely to take longer than the actual roll downs. These are very similar to the Blazer. GoPro. Ignore that. That just happens from time to time. Oh boy. I'm really impressed with how this feed works though. My head feels more weighted now though. We've added, I don't know, a little bit more. I'm gonna set this here. Stay, please. Are they 30-meter rolls? Yes. Why cut by hand if you have a plotter? We don't actually have the plotter here. But the thing is, I don't like plotted patterns most of the time. So you can hand cut better than usually what a plotter does. Plotter's gonna be efficient when you have a handful of cars to do in a day. Even if I were to just plot this one thing, windshields were very, very inconsistent. You could never trust a plotted windshield. There's a lot of variations, and they usually get them wrong by a little bit. Oh, we gotta turn this on. No key. I feel like there's a new person that always asks about plotters, though. So it's worth bringing up. But there's definitely a lot of reasons.
Was it you?
Uh-oh. I should... 1 second. Canon. All right, I had to make sure one thing. He's waiting up front, so GoPro. It didn't work. Why not? GoPro. There it goes. So what are we at on battery life? Let me check. 92. Ooh, that hurts. How many square feet is the shop? 3,200. Is he watching? I don't know. He might be. Would you guys believe that most people come here because it's a tint shop? Not because I do YouTube videos. I'm gonna get better at this, I swear. My neck muscles will be ripped. It's blurry. What's blurry? Hang on. 1. It could be. Hang on. Let me do this real quick. Canon. Just give it a good little wipe down, because it definitely could be smudgy with all the... Is this centered? Should be. GoPro. I want to make sure I got smudges off of it. I was handling the GoPro a lot, and I haven't wiped down the lens, so I wanted to make sure. Also, I'm really surprised with the amount of tolerance you guys have for desynced audio. Sometimes I hear it in chat, like once, and I gotta learn to kind of ignore. I gotta learn to ignore it, because it's not that one person isn't having an issue, but it like gets magnified in my head because I feel like it's gonna be much bigger than it actually is. But then there's some issues that I run into after the fact, like the whole video was like desynced. How many cars can you get out of a 24-inch roll? Well, most of the time you're using about 6.5 feet. 1, 2, like 3. You can usually get 3. Sometimes you need a little bit more, so 6.5 feet. 100 foot long. I think it was like 15, about 15 sets of doors. So you can get a lot. We need a scrubby. Do you do architectural? No, I just do automotive. there's a lot of money in architectural. It's a really, really good thing. I and a lot of people have only gone the automotive route. It's a little bit more of like it's a little bit more of a project to get into architectural, and it's a lot more footwork. So running around is kind of a chore. You're quoting, you're bidding against other businesses and stuff like that. Automotive, you get to hang out in one spot. I mean, for the most part, if you have a place to tint at, you hang out in one spot, everything comes to you. There's more work rolling around. Oh, farm equipment. No, I don't touch that shit. If one of them rolled into here, I'd probably take it on, but I'm not going out to do one of those. They don't look fun. Or very common around here. We don't have a lot of farming equipment local to the Detroit area. You have to go a little farther out for that type of stuff. So, somebody asked about the rollers for the way that I put the carpet shield on the wall. Look into the Container Store. The Container Store has a brand called Eufy. Oh God, did somebody buy something? Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. That was really loud in my headset. So go to the Container Store. There's a brand called Eufy, E-U-F-Y. And then they have these dual track brackets and then closet hangers that you can put on the bottom of them. And they work really well, and they're super, super clean looking. So we have the 6-inch brackets here, like 6 or 7-inch brackets here. And then this one's longer and works just like all the other ones. And it has these little closet hanger thingies. So we put a closet bar from there too. And then we just put the roll right in the middle. Good stuff. I'm a fan. What do you use a 60-inch roll for? Not most things. Tesla Model 3 back window. That's mostly it. Everything else, just get it cut down. 60 inches too much. They manufacture film in 60-inch rolls. Now they have 72, but 60 and 72. I'm betting we're going to get about an hour of runtime off of the GoPro now. You should set it up so you can tell the trash can to open. Maybe one of these days. I wanted one of the electric ones, but I couldn't find stainless steel ones for cheap. Or and I mean under $120. Here, we need to do that. Oh no. My restream chat is really messing up right now. All right, 1 second. GoPro. Sorry, main. Oh, God, this is really gonna suck. I don't know why it'll periodically do this, but the chat is read over text-to-speech. And the software will sometimes decide to reread everything.
I need to get into heavy equipment.
So hopefully that's not the case. But it's done it before. Hopefully it won't do it again. It'll periodically do it and then fix itself. With this blue stripe, it's really hard to see. It's the only thing that makes putting this stuff on here difficult. Now I'm gonna get trolled in chat. We got a few stickers we gotta take off too. This is my own glass aid tape. So the main purpose is so I don't damage windshields while cutting on them. For me, it was about windshields and back windows. It's so easy to put a gouge in it now, or a hairline cut or something. Something that you will definitely regret. Ooh, there's a lot of adhesive up here too. Dang, we really need to clean the hell out of this windshield first. Okay, so we need a rope, we need a towel. What are we gonna put on this? Are we gonna do the rope or are we just gonna do the towel? I might just do the towel. Oh, this will be fun. This is where all the head accessories really start getting in the way with mirrors and stuff. So we got a little sticker there. We have this one, we have some glue, and we have another sticker down there. Almost all four corners. This will help brighten it all up too. One. There we go. Cannon. Doug Canes with the 3. What's up, buddy? How you been? Boom. Fist bump. Thanks, I appreciate that. Hope all's well. Have you done an E-Class coupe? Yeah, I have. Rear windows are strange. If it's the one I'm thinking of, are they the roll-down ones? GoPro. Let's see. One time I saw you use a soap bag for shrinking windshields. Yeah, that little guy's right here, actually. This is called Dry Shrink Prep. We actually made a video with this stuff, too. You can get it from dryshrinkprep.com. Are we really out of razor blades? We have stainless. We have ones that are used yesterday. This should be okay. We just gotta be careful. There we go. It's about time I catch a live stream. Yeah. Good stuff. Thanks everybody for making it out. All right. So we got this little guy right here. And then we're gonna have to really go over the whole thing because, I mean, we got stickers in the traditional places. But that usually is a red flag for random adhesive and really dumb spots. One. Aw. GoPro. I was hoping that one was in a better spot. There we go. That's one. So we got that stuff, so let's jump over to the other side. Are you cutting back on streaming? No, not at all. We're doing extra videos now as a way to keep, like, to summarize some of the important things. It's good stuff to add to the channel. And it's been doing pretty well, too, in comparison to what normally goes on. It's just been slower, so we don't always have the ability to do a live stream. So if we don't have live streams, I will try to put up some extra videos in the meantime. So I'm kind of going back through like some older footage and stuff like that. And then we were also doing like a native recording to the GoPro for better footage. Do I use Tint Wiz? Yes. Yes, for sure. I use Tint Wiz for all my invoices. Invoicing and analytics, basically, is for like typing everything out. You have really professional looking invoices that way. Oh, I guess while we're over here, we probably should do this one too. $3 super chat. Canon. Tropical shade tinting. Gift go towards the bulldozer fund. There was this post. God, bulldozers blew up in the group. It was so funny. It'd be really funny if they sold out everywhere too. Thank you for that. GoPro. So there's this post in the group. It had to do with these guys. So these are bulldozers. A lot of you know these tools. I've been using them for years. This is a Chinese one on the left. It's a little dirty. It hasn't been used. It's got the yellow blade. It's just a cheaper blade. This is the American one. You can tell the difference because they actually embossed bulldozer into it. And then it's also got a cleaner blade. But what was really funny about this post was that he literally took it. He posted a broken spot here. And said he was breaking a ton of them. And so I took it and then I threw it on the ground in comparison. But it actually brings up a good point. Like, is there a difference between the two? The post wasn't specific to if there was a difference. But I had some people actually talking about the difference, like saying that the Chinese one was cheaper made and whatever, and they thought that would make it likely to break. So it was just kind of like a really funny post that completely blew up the group. TLDR, I have no idea how the fuck he was breaking them. So many. He was talking about little fractures. in the plastic that develop over time. I've had them for years, and I don't know. I think you have to be pushing really hard to make that kind of stuff happen. All right. So now we got to get... What tool belt do you use? I like the Avery Dennison tool belt. It's for... They sell it on vinyl wrapping distributors, so Fellers has it. But it's a really good belt. Whoa. Oh, shit. We gotta shut that... Oh, no. No. Not today. Not today. I'm sorry. Ooh. Oh, God damn it. Thank you. I'm sorry. I have to let some of this out. That shit was gonna go off so fast. I'm sorry, I don't normally do this kind of stuff. I don't normally stop it from going off. GoPro. Or, sorry, Canon. Damn, shot me down. I'm sorry. I rarely use the bulldozer, Red Titan for the win. RJ's window tinting, thank you so much for the 10. I'm really sorry. So I got a customer sitting up front, though, and that sucker was going to go off real quick. So I meant to have it unplugged the whole time. I'm really sorry. I definitely didn't want to just, like, skip you out of that, but I can't have it going off right now. What a shame. I'm sorry. I know it adds an element of fun, but sometimes we have to treat a business like a business. Yeah, no. We're just gonna turn it off for now. We could blow it up after the fact or something, but it'll probably be on a later date. Where's my... Oh, I got too many things in my belt. I love this belt, but we got too many... We gotta take these out. These... Let's take those out. There we go. Never fails. Yes, we use carpet shield as the plastic for the doors. I need to call them. The Elgato mic? Yeah, I actually got that. I got the Elgato mic for the software that it had. Because I have text-to-speech going to my headset, and the only way to really route things easily is a dedicated software or hardware solution. Everything else was always manually going into the PC and like rerouting some stuff, and it just made it a big pain, especially if we want to adjust the volume too. Well, I don't know. We'll do a look at it. I mean, we'll do it at a later date. Also setting the output to what you hear. Yeah. Yeah, it was a big help for sure. Dang. 1. Dang. That's no good. We got some video. 1 second. We're gonna fix this. And then we gotta take a look at what happened. It can't be the battery. Was it the battery already? Dang, this is not good. There's always something. We went for 40 minutes, 45 minutes on Facebook with no problems. I don't think it's the batteries yet. But give me a second. I'll finish up this window and then we'll check it out. There's always bound to be some issues whenever we do something new. But we'll figure out what's wrong. We'll sort through them. It's kind of scary to have just a random freeze up like that, but it's good that we got these. Can I explain how you put film in the corner? I have no idea how you put film in the corner. I know how I do it. All right. Let's wipe this off quick. We'll All right. GoPro. Canon. All right. We have technical difficulties that we can sort out fast. It's not dead. I betcha it was the capture card. If I had to guess. I think it's the capture card. So the screen's gonna go black for a minute. There we go. Whoa! All right, fixed. Some reason the capture card froze. Interesting. Do I have enough devices on my head? Hell no. No, we don't. GoPro. GoPro. All right. 54% battery. Ooh, that's not great. Boop. Okay, so we're gonna do the quarter window now, which these are like the Blazers in the fact that they have this rubber edge here. But the only difference is that these have a ceramic border that is just beyond this rubber. So if these were just a little bit farther back, these would be much easier to do. So really, the only way that I seem to have an easier time to do these is to put the blade and sneak it into this rubber, free it up just a little bit. You don't have to take it and hack it out. You just have to create a little bit of an air gap there. So we got plenty of room down here, and then this is a hard edge. So most of the time those hard edges will line up pretty well. And then I'm gonna snap off some blade, because when you do that, you severely dull out the blade. So we have a couple patterns here. Well, a couple big pieces of film from when we used a 24-inch roll on that door. So then you take your extra piece of film, and if this goes well the first time, you don't have to use any extra film. 20-inch roll sometimes will cover, 24-inch roll will definitely. And being that we're only doing a set of doors, doing 24-inch on the front for like a truck or a SUV isn't uncommon. So I just want to check my inside compared to the outside. So there's one cut, and then the rest of it is just follow this down, but you got to keep it really, really tight. It can be harder to see this bottom corner, so it's not uncommon for me to use a light, but he's also got light interior, so that helps. All right, there we go. That should be a pretty good cut. It's very tight. It might be a little bit too shallow, so I hope not. Dang. So let's see how this works out. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can go a little bit farther. It's really shallow. So if it's shallow, it's gonna leave a light gap, and then we're gonna have to recut it. So I just flush these out a lot. What is that? Oh, there's a little something there. A little carbon speck or something. Peel, spray, and stick. So let's see if we can slide this just in. Tiguan front quarters suck? Yeah, a lot of them do. There's Audis, there's Blazers, there's just a ton of cars that have these types of quarters. There's quite a few Cadillacs that have them too. I think the Blazer was like the latest one that was really irritating. Porsche Panamera was especially frustrating. So we got just this little bump, so as long as we can get this to lay down, it should be good. Come on, just a little guy. There we go. I had a lot of practice on my Blazer. I seem to lose the battle to get people to charge for them. Oh, you have, well, some idea. I've been doing that for years. I've been trying to mention that because it takes extra time. So most of the time you should be charging a little bit more for them, depending on the way that you structure the pay, right? So like in a wholesale circumstance especially, that's where those little extras really can add up. And it didn't matter where I was tinting. Most of the time, it was always like they would forget. And now we're talking about like 4 or 5 years later, and they're still like, oh, I didn't know it had it. It's like, I don't care. You have to figure out how to say something differently then. So when they roll up, you can add them. Or you just build them, and then they learn real quick that way. All right, good deal. That cut was actually pretty good. one door down. What was that band? 3 doors down? We'll get there. GoPro. Dang. We said 3. And it changed. I feel like I always get little dust specks or crystals or whatever. I mean, on most everything, you can find something to nitpick. You're always going to be your worst critic. So keep that in mind. When somebody, like a good example is when somebody gets a vehicle delivered, there's actually quite a few things wrong with the paint. There can be gaps, there can be little dings, and often there's a lot of little scuffs. So people with brand new cars will go take it to get paint corrected. So window tinting is an aftermarket process, and we try to aim for perfection. We really do. But there's always something that you can point out on a tint job that you're not going to like. But know that most people are not going to be aware of it or as critical if you really care about your own work. Need my squeegee. There we go. Scraper. Should come to you from Italy. That would be a very long trip for a rear window. Let's see. Swipe. Swipe. Do it one more time. I haven't used this short little tri-edges in a while. I somehow had one sitting around though. I've used all my other ones, so I gotta get some new ones. I've just always ordered the bigger ones because why would you get the small ones? But they kind of fit in little spaces, I guess, better. Which makes sense. I just didn't think it would be that useful. Love me some Ford seals. Ford seals are some of the best. I'm gonna make some t-shirts saying plug the air back in. Is that for the balloon? We can't. I'm sorry. Not today. Like, I had a funny one too. I had a Fusion that was scheduled for earlier today. And then unfortunately they ghosted me. So that's not happening. But this lovely piece of work called, and I was like, hell yeah, we can do 2 doors and a windshield. Let's go. Do you have any tips for tinting outside? Go back inside. It's there's too many things. Tinting outside is just show me a professional business. Like, okay, that might be a little bit too far. Show me a story of somebody who only tints outside that charges a decent amount. Most people do it and like to get started, and I can't fault you for doing your best and trying it, but you're fighting against too many things, and it usually like people don't end up valuing their own business. They just do it to try and keep tinting. They offer cheaper prices. It's just all around a really tough situation. And regular clients aren't necessarily going to take you seriously. It's a little different if you're a mobile service and you're going to their house and tinting in their garage. But if you're just tinting like outside in parking lots and stuff, that's not a professional get up. So there's some different setups that even if you don't have a space that you can do. I mean, truly mobile is always super difficult. I've brought this up a lot of times on stream. The way that I was doing mobile was not tinting outside or at people's houses. It was partnering up with some companies that weren't tint companies and then tinting at their shop. So they would pull in the work, they would handle the clients, they would get a cut of the job, but they would also line up a bunch of cars for you to do in a day and make it well worth your time. So I'll bring it up a lot because there's always people floating in and out of the stream. And I just don't want people to always think that if they don't have a space, then they have to tint outside. How long have I been tinting? 12 years? 2000 and something. I think 2008, 2009 is when I started. Summertime. I was tinting. No, I was, detail and learning electronics. And then the window tinter quit pretty suddenly. And then I started tinting because I was asked if I wanted to learn. I was for my dad's company. And I was like, I guess so. It was not anything I intended on doing long term. I was going to aviation mechanics school at the time. I was going to be an aviation mechanic because I didn't know what else to do. Shout out to Fade and Tint Pro for good streams lately. Oh, that's cool. I've seen some of Fade's. I didn't know Tint Pro was doing it too. I'll have to check it out. How old are you? I'm 32. Aviation would have been good for a long time. Right now, I would have been terrified if I was still in aviation mechanics. But what I really saw was like annoying companies going in this direction of not supporting their staff. They're worried about the bottom line, which I get it, your business, but there are guys that were working there for like 30 years that get laid off, and then they have to go find a job with a similar salary somewhere else. But they've been doing it for a long time, and so a lot of times it's just cheaper to hire in somebody young and underpay them. So it was really dumb. Okay. Did we pull this down too far, or are we good? God, everything's pretty good except this lower corner, I think, is a little far. So we can probably trim that off. Where's our... There it is, little guy. It's like a group video chat. Yeah, I saw that. It's cool to have an open group forum like that. That's one thing that I wanted to do with more in the lines of like on Facebook. But it's cool to see. Tint dudes love talking on the phone while they work too. So like having a group discussion is really fun. All right. I think we got it. Now I'm pretty sure we have to do something about the battery. We got 2 doors, 2 quarters, and now we gotta attack this full windshield. Oh, we gotta prep the windshield. So where's our battery? 1 second, let's check this. 24. That's kind of a bummer. It's easier to check the battery now, though. The silver lining. Ew, what is that? Is that adhesive? Still? Ew. I thought I got all this off. Oh, there's just one little booger. Okay, we should be good. DSP, there it is. How does this hide itself? I looked there, I swear I didn't see it. And then I looked again and it was there. It appeared. That looks like more. Ooh, that is more. I like having a light colored towel though. That helps you see all of this. Cause where did it go? Right here. Yeah. Yep, we're definitely gonna have to razor this whole thing, or at least look at it really closely. Here's my wet towel from earlier. Nothing like getting glue in your tint. Is the towel lint free? They're pretty good after you wash it, but they'll still leave some stuff behind. But lint has never been a problem for me. You can have a super linty towel, wipe off a window, because the squeegee is really going to be what's going to clean it all. Ooh, I gotta press that up before that sticks. A little air. Go away. Good deal. Canon. Are you using a GoPro? Yes, we're using that, and then we got this monstrosity on the back now. And we're gonna have to add to it, because right now my battery is at 19, which is better. But my main issue is that now we're sitting the GoPro in the media mod. So then you have to literally unscrew this, unscrew it off the base, flip up the legs, pull it out of the media mod, change the battery, plug it back in, and restart everything. Well, that sucks. So what I did was I got a battery. I don't think I can do this without looking, but maybe I can. That's some incredible weight, no headaches. It's about to get more. No, when you get used to it, it's not so bad. The worst part was the getting used to wearing a GoPro all the time while you're working anyways. That was bad enough. But the more you do this, the more used to it you get. The GoPro and the headset together, I was legitimately tired after I did a stream. I was just mentally worn out. I was like, holy shit, there's no way I could do 2 cars on stream. That's insane. But the more you do it, the more you get used to it. So now, you can get the 3.5 millimeter adapter from GoPro. It has a USB port. You can plug a power bank. That's the media mod, right? That's what I got here. So I have HDMI out. I have a USB in. But this is the battery bank that we just had to stick on top. So now when we switch, let's check it out. Look at that. It's not gonna. Here's the annoying thing too. It doesn't actually charge the GoPro. It sustains it. So it'll give you a progress bar, but it'll leave it at 17%. So I wish it was actively charging it, so when it was more charged, I could just take it off and then continue working. But now, unless I want to change the battery, I have to wear this on my head too. But I at least have long enough to kind of, it's not so bad. It's kind of annoying, but it's not so bad. So there we go. This is the full setup now. Headphones, wireless microphone, GoPro and a media mod, battery bank, HDMI transmitter. Good stuff. All so we can do this. GoPro. A bit much? Maybe. Maybe. What's your YouTube channel? Tint Studio. Tint Wiz and Tech Wiz. Yeah, it's a lot for sure. But I'm gonna look over this footage after the fact to see if it's worth it. But everything now is streaming at 60 frames per second, which makes everything a little bit easier to kind of follow, easier to see. and the quality is significantly improved for a feed from the GoPro. Maybe it's just because I got used to it. I mean, yeah, head muscles, neck muscles from it. But it's kind of like, because it's on the head mount, it's like, it's not completely evenly weighted, but it's not so bad hanging off the back. I looked for smaller solutions. They don't exist. Back to the Future, Marty. Yeah, that or the crazy helmet from like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But yeah, Doc Brown had that insane helmet on. That's what I feel like. We're gonna be doing this for like 30 years. And then all of a sudden, one of these days is gonna be something like that, and I'm gonna be that old. Thank you for that. T-Jet with the $4 funded by hashtag Doge. Keep it up, Matt. Is everybody investing in Doge now? I know the big stock memes right now. And then I saw Doge pop up. But like I said before, the thing that, I'm all for a lot of public hype behind a stock. Especially when you follow stuff and you can catch it early and whatnot. I just don't feel the same way about Doge. But maybe they'll run it up like Bitcoin. It just doesn't have the same type of media attention, though. It also had a lot of people that were like, can we agree that 5 cents is the floor? And it's like, no, that's not how it works. I'm sorry. You'd have a lot of people say that, but... Doge is cheap, but if it takes off like Ethereum, yeah, so it could be a very long-term play. The problem, and they all collectively get built up to, this is the problem. It's cheap, but it's not. What you gotta look at for any stock is gonna be the market cap. So the market cap is still like $6 billion. So it's incredibly cheap, but to run it up is very expensive. So maybe it'll get there for sure. If you want to throw some money and let it sit for a long time, yeah, go for it. But always look at market caps and compare them to other market caps. And you'll understand why something is priced the way that it is. Because it just means there's a ton more out there to buy. So just play it safe, dudes. I am not a financial advisor. Apple, 2 trillion market cap? Yeah. What the... Okay. Riddle, oh my god. I was Apple was at 200? 2 something? When it was at 1 trillion. And then it's alright, they're the first company to hit the $1 trillion market cap? That's insane. It's never been done before in history. They're the first ones to do it. And then now they're at 2 trillion like it's nothing. And it's what happened in their business that made them worth 2 trillion? Nothing. Oh, it's hype. I mean, they're an incredibly successful company. But the valuations don't make any sense anymore. It's all hype. It's all emotion. It's all titles and thumbnails and headlines. I gotta check my battery too, and we'll see. We'll see if the little head battery is gonna keep us going. It's not too bad. Let's see what it looks like. Oh no! That is not good, my friends. It is not even maintaining. It is dipping. By the dip. Oh no. I wonder if it just doesn't have enough amps. Damn it. I'm not even recording. It's just HDMI out. Dang, dudes. Hopefully, it'll maintain it long enough. I really didn't want to have to wear this just to maintain the battery on its way out. But that seems like what we're going to have to do, or I have to find a stronger battery, but I couldn't. This was like one of the smallest batteries with a decent capacity. Oh shit! Tint Depot. Tint Depot, what is that, 50? Is that for the, they said for the Dogecoin buy-in. Jesus, thank you so much, I appreciate it. I don't know if we're gonna go buy Doge. We'll probably go buy a bigger battery or something. But I definitely appreciate it. That's a huge one. It goes immediately towards what I just spent on an HDMI transmitter for a better feed. You guys see what we do here. We are always working on improving things so they're a little easier to see, a little easier to understand. We run into bugs, but we're always improving here. Ooh, this is a big one. I don't think it's gonna make it. I don't think the GoPro's gonna make it. Because what are we at now? That's the big question. Where are we at? 12. Dang. Feels bad, man. There. So if I start with it, we'll be okay. But getting to the end of this, we could probably get through an entire car with the windshield, with the extra battery support, but that means we gotta wear it the whole time. We're very quiet for the cutting. We must concentrate. We still gotta thoroughly clean this inside of the windshield too. You missed a bit shrinking? No. We'll touch up the edges. But if you're seeing anywhere that looks little wavy, little floated, it's all smooth enough. Like, so if it's, you're talking about this right here or something, that's perfectly fine. You actually don't need everything to lay 100% flat. You can have air in it, and it'll still lay flat on the inside. There are certain things to look out for sure, but we'll see. Have you ever used Unger for cleaning? They just make handles, don't they? Or do they have a blade? I don't like their handles. You'll tear a chunk of film if you're not careful with the metal handled squeegee. It's got the teeth on it, and then you'll bump it over a top edge or something and rip a chunk of film off. It was funny because I did a small training session, and that's exactly what happened. I was like, that's why I don't have them. And then they did it. And I was like, oh, yeah, that, exactly. Hexus? I don't know enough about vinyls. You hear Avery, you hear 3M, and then I think Hexus is like number 3. Oh, there's Vivid too, actually. There's a lot of people like Vivid. I didn't think battery logistics were really going to be that big of an issue, but apparently it is. Who designed the media mod? That is a poor design. They should have HDMI running straight out of the thing. Maybe it'd be... I don't know if the 8 will work with the old HDMI out trans thingy. Not transmitter. They have like this old style plug that you can do for like the GoPro 7, and then they made the media mod for the 8. And I bet you the plug solution would be better because you have easier access to the battery. So you get a different style mount. Hook it all up together. That might work better. All right. Canon. All right, we gotta... Hi. I'm not crazy. We gotta figure this out real quick. Dang, it's got so much battery to give, too. So I'm guessing what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take this off. It was a good thought. And it works. Just doesn't... This doesn't work well enough. And then we have to unplug this. This is why this is so obnoxious. Because they don't give you anywhere to like grab this thing. Hardly at all. And it ruins your angle too. So like you have to wiggle the thing back and forth. Tint Depot is awesome. Oh, yeah, Tint Depot with the 50. Oh yeah, that's exactly what they said. Here's a 50 for you to buy for your Dogecoin buy-in. Oh, to the moon. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yes, we like Tint Depot. There. All right, so take the GoPro off the head thing. Flip in the legs. Open the cage. Actually, turn off the GoPro. Pull the GoPro out of the cage. Now we can get to the battery. God, that's so efficient. That's really bad. Pull out a battery. Put a new battery in. So we need some form of higher output battery bank that's not gonna break my neck. Flip the legs. So now we got a new battery. Now we gotta hook it back up to here. Which the GoPro Screws are like some of the most annoying ways to mount a camera that I've seen. Because you got to take this thing, right? And then you got to feed it back in through the holes and line it all back up. It's just not fast. This takes forever. And they put the screw on the wrong side, so they should have put it on the other side with the door. Okay, so there we go. There's that. Tighten it up just a smidge. Plug it. Oh wait, let's make sure we got battery. Ooh, it turned on. This is good. All right, we have battery. Good deal. So now we plug this in. We put this on. Yeah, you could use a screwdriver, which is just a fun accessory to have to carry around for your GoPro. There we go. There's that. How long does the battery last? Not long enough. So the battery, how long does it last? That's a good question. I want to say about an hour 15. Running HDMI out, which is really bad. It would do if you're streaming off the GoPro. So this is plugged in HDMI. So HDMI is about an hour 15, it seems. Running the RTMP live stream without native recording, it'll go for an hour 45. And then it also gives you easier access to the battery. The other part has been, let's see, if you run a native recording in 1080p, the GoPro will be dead in an hour. Which, that to me is okay. It's a little bit quick, but it's okay because you got easy access to the battery. Now we're an hour of like 15. And there's so much extra work that has to be done for swapping out the battery. So you either put one on your head, but I guess that means we'll have to do it, and it'll just drop the battery slower and eventually die, even though the battery bank is not dead. Unless I can pull the battery off of the GoPro, hook up an external battery bank and have it power the whole thing, and still run the HDMI out, and then just have it continuously run off of the battery bank. That might be an option. Because we didn't actually see it die. So I'll have to do a test after the stream. I'm liking the 60 FPS. Thank you. Thank you. You're the first person that said that so far. I appreciate it. This is like one of those, this is like one of those things that requires like so much back-end work that that most people, WTF did he say? Yeah, most people, it's just, you look at a YouTube video, you expect it to look good. So this is all like the work behind the scenes that we've had to do just to get things to this point. There's definitely a little bit that goes into it. God, what a big cutout for a windshield. That's a big one. We gotta be careful of this mirror. For sure. Ugh. Bump, bump, bump. All right, we're gonna lightly spray this one more time, squeegee it off, and then we will get to our install. What's weird is like the plastic bows out a little towards the bottom, away from the dot matrix border, so they don't quite line up very well. You get a little bit more space at the top. I'd be more concerned with the bottom though. Not super fun. It's probably pretty easy to take off though. Yeah. All right, there we go. All right, now my head's tired. Imagine summertime. Boy, that's gonna be fun. Everything's gonna get hot. All right, there. We're good. Now, let's grab our squeegee. Let's install this sucker. There's that. We haven't even used them. We haven't even used them. 2. GoPro. GoPro. He's drunk. My camera looked at me and then just fell. It's like, nah. I've given up for today. You don't have a headache with that belt on your head? Oh, it's not so bad. Could be worse. He's mad you didn't use him. I think he's more depressed. For sure. He's just like, oh. They have feelings too. So I used to have it used to be really exhausting to just have the GoPro. It wasn't even just the sheer, it wasn't like having the GoPro on my head so much like the weight of it. It was just like the whole thing. It like kind of stressed me out. Where you have chat, you're trying to do tint job. It's like you're just trying to juggle so many things. But now, you just get used to it. So it's just kind of normal now for me. I've done so many of these. So adding to like the weight of the setup, it's really not like it's not that bad. You got the weight in the back, the weight in the front. It kind of balances things. I think the one thing that kind of pushes it over the edge is an extra battery, but hey, if we have to, we have to. All right. Come on. There we go. Get about halfway. Pull this up. This part here. A big divide. Just make sure it all rolls flat. And then while we're peeling the liner, that too is where we can have some more issues. Whoa! Oh my God. Who was that? Dang! We're right in the middle of a windshield. What's up, Burns? Burns with $100 coming in strong. Stop working on a Saturday and order some dinner for your wife tonight. Thank you so much. Last night we had a great dinner. Thank you so much. That's it, dude. That's a huge one. Glad you can make it out. We are right in the middle of doing this windshield. Oh, wait. I wanted to mess you up on that windshield. Damn. I thought it was a fishy timed super chat. We'll make it work. Alright. Let's carry this in. Do not bump on anything. Have you ever done dark windows on a BMW? What series? Yes, probably. That's a good place to post in the... It's a good question to post in the group because you'll get a lot of responses of 5 series and stuff. If that, or like BMWs. So go to the Window Tint Stuff Facebook group and post that exact question. Crowdsource answers. Alright, we got this little guy. That's got to go up there. Then we tilt this mirror. We continue. There we go. Easy peasy. Uh-oh. Did we just say easy peasy? We didn't say easy peasy, did we? There we go. Would a 36-inch roll cover the windshield? Yes, that's exactly what we used. 36 will cover majority of back windows and windshields. You only don't cover, like, when you're getting into like transits and a handful of other cars. You can safely rely on 36 for almost everything. The tint gods will smite you if you get greedy. Isn't that what window tinting's about? It's about making as much money as you can. It's business. There's nothing wrong with that. Just be a good business, though. The tint gods will smite you if you run a skeevy business. How about that? That to me sounds better. That goes for the shops that put out shit work and go, oh, it'll dry. And they know full well that it won't. Wonder if tint manufacturers' stock prices go up during busy season? Likely not. It's an expected thing. So they would it would go up with actual earnings and hype. But when things are actually expected in news, they're already priced in. So everybody already knows that their earnings are going to be good or expect it to be. It's when they exceed expectations. And also window film for a lot of companies is a drop in the bucket compared to their larger businesses. So 3M, it's they just kind of oh yeah, we have window film division? Oh, okay, cool. Same thing for Eastman. Eastman's a chemical company. Avery Dennison, they got so many other things too. These are all a lot of the publicly traded ones. I think XPEL is one of the only actual film companies that it went on NASDAQ recently. Everybody else is either not traded or part of a bigger company. There's probably way too much of an answer for that. I looked into stocks for a long time. I kind of ignore the market for the most part. I pop in every once in a while, but learned a lot about how everything trades. And then NASDAQ was supposed to be different. It's just penny stocks all over again. I currently don't own any. If I caught wind of the GameStop thing beforehand, I don't just say this as oh yeah, I would have definitely bought it. I would have been watching it for sure. Because the story behind it makes a lot of sense, and it's crazy to see the amount of traction that it pulled. Short squeezes are awesome. Do you have classes? Not at the moment. Unfortunately. I haven't figured out how I want to do them, and I don't know if I will. I don't know if I'll figure out exactly how I want to run them. AMC is expected to shoot up. Yeah, that's been the low-key second. I don't know if it's got as much as attention. There's always one or two other ones that'll do the same thing or similar. They've already spiked up a ton though. But I said this earlier, what you got to pay attention to as well is just make sure the market cap sounds right. So while the price is lower, you got to look at the market cap and compare apples to apples. So you can have a stock at $200, you can have a stock at $5, and they'll be the exact same market cap. So what makes a stock run really easily is a low market cap because there's less money in it. And then a surge of money comes into it, and then it'll shoot up. But if it's already worth billions, well, to go from a $2 billion market cap to 4 might be the difference between $2 and $4. It sounds cheap, but it's not. And outstanding shares? Yes, outstanding shares for sure. I sent you a voicemail. Oh, sorry. I did get them. I get a handful of calls to the shop that are out of state, and I generally don't pick up for them because that is for the business. But I don't have any classes right now. I'm not exactly sure what I can do for them. Whee! We are almost done with this windshield. What was that one? The thing with the AMC, though, is Corona will end. Eventually, AMC price will shoot. So even if you lose now, you might gain. Yeah, you might. It's still all educated gambling. Just make sure you're not throwing away your life savings on it. But I know a lot of you guys probably would not do that. Where'd I get the squeegee? The big flat squeegee, that was actually like from Meijer. From Meijer or Walmart. It's just a big shower squeegee. I'm willing to pay whatever amount you want to teach me. That's not exactly true. Because it can be, it's like, opportunity cost is a big part of it, unfortunately. So what that basically means is I have orders to fill, I have a family, and other things that I usually have going on if I'm not actually tinning. So I'll still try and figure something out, but I just haven't been able to figure something out that I want to run yet. We might schedule something for like once at like the end of the month or something. It's like, it's still a thought. I just have so many other things that I'm figuring out and working on and whatnot, and we're just getting right now into busy season. Or it's like, it's right around the corner. So to plan something, get enough people, and run the thing, it's gonna be a big undertaking. And I know how to do it, it's a lot of things to set in place. What is that? Is that that's on the inside? Please? Oh, okay, good. It's, I talked about this before on the Facebook stream. Did any of you guys ever get, like, squeegee lines from the Orange Crush squeegee? I was reminded why I use the flat out over the Orange Crush. And it seems like after a couple weeks, these start leaving like rubber marks on the film. They wipe off, but it kind of freaks me out. I've been trying to find can't find a professional tinter to teach me. Yeah, it's a tough thing. I mean, there are some dedicated classes that you can go to that exist. There's one out of Florida. There's other, I don't know. I know there's other ones. That's exactly why I use the flat out. Oh, okay. I think that's what happened to me before and I just forgot. I don't know for sure. Is this mine? I don't remember if that one's mine. I think so. Oh yeah, you got Window Tint Warriors too. He's got scheduled classes. You can go check him out. He's out of New York. He just did a big thing for Ceramic Pro, which was cool to see. Good stuff. But I'll be honest, I thought I was going to do classes. And I still, there's an aspect to it, I really like the idea. And then things keep getting in the way. Alright. There we go. See, that's the best. When you can get your squeegee or to slide underneath that rubber and like hard squeegee everything out right on those edges, that's the best. That's what you want to aim for. Dang, look at this. This looks good. And we did it with an enormous weight on our head. I got the whole live stream sitting on top of my head. Thank you guys for backseat tinting today. Oh, this looks good. Oh, God. Somebody bought something. Canon. Woo! My God. All right, I guess I got to take some pictures and wrap things up. But we are basically at the end now. So if you want to hang out and watch me do that, that's cool. If you have more questions, who is that, by the way? What level of debris do you usually get? Very minimal. Only like a couple specks here or there. You don't ever want to see clumps. You don't ever want to see big pieces. You just very, very little stuff. Just got my shank tool. Been pulling panels too. Bottom load. Seen your videos with that top tool. Having issues when I go to tuck the bottom along with a little fold trick. It can try on some looser seals. It gets tougher on tighter seals for sure, but you can learn it. For sure. All right, let me take a picture. And then we'll be good. GoPro. Any tips on minimizing debris? Too cold to turn the heater off? You don't need to necessarily turn a heater off. You can have air circulating in a room and still put out a great tint job. The only thing that you would see from the heater is maybe a little dust piece or something. Unless if it's blowing immediately at what you're doing, then that's one thing. You're blowing air. You don't want to just blow air straight on it. And I mean from this distance, right? So if you're from all the way back here and it's kind of pushing airflow towards you, you're fine. It comes down to your technique. Most of it does. People think it's environment. It's not. Most of the time it's not. What do you guys think? Here, I'm gonna make this really wide. Because you know what's really annoying? YouTube banners. YouTube banners are way annoying. There we go. Dang, she looks good. That is mine. Oh, this one's mine. Oh, this one's mine. Okay, cool. Canon. Whew. All right. Oh, wait. What do we have on the battery? Let's check. Let me check this really quick. 56. Come on. That's insane. Oh. Well, this was fun. I'd say pretty successful. We managed to do a set of doors and a full windshield wearing this gigantic setup. But it worked. It worked good. We still have this going, which is fantastic. I didn't know if this was going to die and have to swap that battery. The GoPro was definitely disappointing, though. So we got to figure that out. Last question. I did a MKZ back window the other day. I couldn't shrink to save my life. Bunch of film bunched in the top corners. I would keep heat creasing it. There's nothing I can really tell you. You can pull shrink, but watch a lot of videos. You'll see the way that I pull window tint when I'm shrinking it, especially on tighter corners. A lot of the times, it's early on in the way you're carting everything down. So watch some of the recent videos that were posted to the channel about heat shrinking, and that should hopefully help. But it's about as good as I can tell you. Oh my God! People are buying Glass A. Thank you so much. I need to make that bigger because I cannot read it. I think I got it on my phone. Oh. Demarion. Oh, dang. Put in 2 orders? Oh, that's scary. It's letting me know one of them might be fraudulent. Okay. Yay. Thank you. Good stuff. Alrighty. So we got to shout out some super chats, and then we got to end things because we are at the end. Oh, they color code these now. Thank you, YouTube. All right, so big shout out to Fast M for kicking things off. Efren with a 5, Doug 3, Tropical 3, RJ with a 10, and I'm really sorry about that, balloon buddy. Don't hate me. T-Jet with the 4, and then, dude, these last 2 were insane. Tint Depot with a 50, and Burns from Geo with 100. Holy shit. Dude, that's crazy. It's nice to see you guys pop in the streams. I've been doing these for a long time. Oh, and we got one more. Did it pop up yet? Did I miss it? Is it going to pop up? We're going to let that one pop up, and then we'll end it. I always like big or small. All good? Okay, good deal. Did it pop up? Did I miss it? No, it should. It was just going to end. Oh, there it is. I was getting concerned. Kendall with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much. Big or small super chats, I appreciate all of them. Really appreciate that. Oh, and another order. Huh, something is suspicious. That is the 3rd order. That's concerning. From the same person. Alrighty, well, I got to figure that out too. You guys see, it's one thing after the next. All right, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, whether you're super chatted or not. It's always good to have you guys here. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, which I'm not entirely sure when that is, but you'll keep the notifications on, and you'll see it when it happens. In the meantime, go hang out in the Facebook group. We have a good community. Posting memes about bulldozers.